Hey girl, hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
How you doing? Fine, good, excellent.
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 We're doing this on a Monday, so forgive us if we are real slow again because we've had the slowest weekend and not enough time.
No, there was no adventuring this weekend.
No, not enough time to come up with some shit to talk about.
Yeah.
But we're yappers, so, we're just going to best friend it.
Buckle up.
Buckle the fuck. Excuse me for the Earth word.
I mean, we did have one day. We had our Friday dinner date. That was fun.
That was fun.
I mean, I always like it when somebody else is cooking for me.
They did a good job.
They did a really good job.
They did like a halibut with like a sauce on it. Mm-hmm. And potatoes. Mm-hmm. Asparagus. And some garlic bread. Mm-hmm. It was really good. And then we had some fancy drinks.
Courtney is all about the fancy drink, so I was just the assistant.
I know.
I paused the TikTok.
Yeah, she held her finger down on the reel.
She's like, "You want to make the next round?" I'm like, "No."
I did. I kept because she looked super.
No.
You looked excited too, like you were excited for it. So
I was excited to partake in the consumption of the drink.
I just didn't want to take over if you wanted to do it.
Hell no. Do you know it is not very often in my life where I fucking just let everybody else do things.
You're right. That's true.
Because I'm a control freak. Mm-hmm. And so I took a back seat on Friday.
You did a good job taking it.
And I enjoyed it.
And you didn't even wander around and talk shit. Mm-mm. You're not doing that right. You didn't even do that. You did a really good job taking a back seat.
Yeah. Do I wander around and tell people they're doing shit?
No,
wrong?
but a lot
I was like, do I do that?
No, but like a lot of people when they are a control freak, you could be like, no, do it like this. You remember, like, because we were like that with our kids. Like, they painted a pumpkin. It was like, no, keep it on the paper. No, don't do that. You're getting too messy.
See, and I think dyeing Easter eggs was worse.
Do you remember the time we tried it with the goddamn...
The foam. Shaving cream.
Shaving cream. Mm-hmm. We were like, this is going to be so much easier. It's not going to be as messy. And they'll be able to get involved and do it.
No, I still hated it.
Yeah. Smelled like shaving cream. It was everywhere. Clumps of it were everywhere. Yep.
And I always envy those moms that are able to do that. And I don't know why I wasn't, but just kind of relax and let kids be kids.
I didn't have as much patience as
I mean, I'm really going to have to step it up as a grandma so I can get into heaven. Kind of like Dee did.
Well, I think that as you get older, you have a little more, well, not everybody, because there's definitely some dickheads out there that have zero patience.
For sure. They weren't interested in being parents, and they sure as shit ain't interested in being grandparents.
No. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I watch my mom with her grandkids now, and I'm like, that is not the same woman.
I know. We were at a family member's house this weekend to see a baby. Mm-hmm. And I said, she said to her mom, she used to make us eat everything on her plate. And she goes, no, as long as you try it, and if you don't like it, that's fine. And I said, Des always says, that's a lady that's trying to get into heaven. Yep. That's not the same woman that I grew up with.
Yep. And I look at my mom now and I'm like, she's there. She made it. Mm-hmm. She gonna be able to get in. There's still some people I know that are working on it. Who shall remain nameless.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
So, this morning...
Okay.
Josh showed up at the house, and they're taking the doors off of my house. I'm really having a hard time with it, thinking about it tonight, because they're taking him to the shop. Corey's like, it might be 2 days before we have him back. So there's still a pocket door in the bathroom, so you can have some privacy, for that. But I found out this weekend that my best friend and her husband...
Oh, yeah.
sleep with their bedroom door open and it makes them feel claustrophobic if it's closed.
It's so weird if you close your door. Like,
And we close our door.
I know.
And I'm having a hard time thinking tonight I'm gonna have to sleep with that damn thing open. Because there's not no door.
I don't know. Let the energy flow, man. Let the energy
I
flow.
can't believe I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, no, wide open. My kids sleep with their doors closed.
Uh-huh.
Just as kids. I did. I feel like I slept with my door closed until I went to bed, and then I opened it. Like if I was in my room, my door was closed, but I feel like when I would open it when I went to sleep, unless I had friends over.
Right. That shit's so crazy to me. I think it's like one of those things that you go, oh, people do that differently.
Mm-hmm. My parents always slept with their door open, unless we had friends over.
Yeah.
Or they were boning.
Ew.
I know, you always were like, yeah, you gotta get me out of this
yep.
house.
Yeah, I'm going for a walk.
Why is their door closed?
Yeah, so I would like to know, like, what's the general consensus? Like, do people sleep with them open or closed?
And I know they say it's safer for fires to sleep with them closed. I know that. We just don't like it.
Yeah. I just thought that was, I mean, I thought everybody slept with their door closed, you know.
We do when we go to, like, Airbnbs.
Well, yeah, when there's people in the house with you.
Yep.
But not like when you're just in your family unit. Like, I'm trying to think, and Sophia's always slept with her door closed.
Or like if we have guests, not my kids, but like guests that like his parents stay at the house or somebody stays at the house, we sleep with the door closed then. Mm-hmm. But not when we're home by ourselves.
That's interesting.
Isn't that funny?
I'll have to see how I sleep tonight.
Well, I hope you sleep good.
Me too.
You have a mask over your head. You won't even notice.
I don't know if I'll wear it, though, if the door's open. I gotta be able to see.
See? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's where my glasses come from.
Yeah, I like the door closed because it feels safer. I don't know. It's weird. It's like sleeping on top
like
of
a
your
blanket.
covers. Yeah.
It's like a blanket for
People
you.
who are like, oh, no, I didn't sleep with covers last night. I'm like, you belong in a psych ward.
Yeah, that's weird. The monster's going to come get you.
Yeah, for sure. So the monster might get me tonight. I don't know.
Speaking of monsters, I had the weirdest dream, and it's a repeat dream. Mm-hmm. I was going to high school, but I had
a nightmare.
Yeah. I had why high school? You're 42 years old, bitch. Mm-hmm. But it was like online school, and all of a sudden I started to go back. Maybe this is from when I was pregnant, because like I did some online school and then had to go back for a little while. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't find my classrooms, and the bell was about to ring, and for some reason I felt like in my brain I was going to get an F and get in really bad trouble if I didn't get to there before the bell rang. And nobody would help me find the room. And I'm searching all these rooms, going into classrooms, going to the office, and they're like, no, you got to find it on your own. Like, you know where it's at. Right. And I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah. And I'm
so pissed.
I have that recurring dream too. I haven't had it in a long time, but mine is always not knowing where my classrooms are or my locker combination.
Oh, that's funny.
And I'm like, I don't remember the last time I got my books out. Like, how do I get into my locker? What locker number am I? And I'm going to the office asking for help, and they're like this. Sorry about your bad luck.
So weird.
Yeah. Did you Google what that means?
I tried, but I didn't spend much time on it. It said something about feeling like lost. Or like not knowing what path to take or something like that. But yeah. I feel like the most settled. So I'm like, what do I feel lost about?
We're really settled. We know what's going on this year.
So I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to have to dive deeper in that. Mm-hmm. If y'all know, tell me, what recurring dreams do you guys have?
Did you ever have the tornado dreams?
Never had a tornado dream.
They're the worst.
I had one when I was a little kid that I would walk off or jump off a cliff, and like right before you hit the bottom, you would wake up.
Oh yeah, that falling dream.
Yeah.
I've had that one too. I was never like jumping off of a cliff though. I was just falling for some reason.
That's so funny.
Like, I never remembered anything up to the falling.
You were just falling.
Yeah.
So you had tornadoes. I had the cliff. There's one other reoccurring dream that I used to have that I never have anymore. And it was like trying to get away from somebody or fighting back. And your punch was like the slowest motherfucking punch.
I've had those.
It's like, and you're like, no, I gotta beat him up.
I had a dream about Sophia like that one time. I was trying to punish her and spank her, and it was like moving through the water. It was when she was going through all her BS that about sent me to a damn mental hospital. I'm so glad she's a good kid.
We all gotta go through our stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of also the babies. It's funny getting around a baby. Like, I love being around a baby. But my husband, like, probably 2 months ago, if I would have said I would have had a child, probably would have been like, let's do it 2 or 3 months ago. Because he just wants a little kid around. I couldn't do it.
Like 24/7 though? Like, come spend the weekend with me, but then you gotta
I think
go
Josh
home.
wants... I think he would if I would have said yes. I think you would have, Josh.
He's crazy.
I mean, I love my kids.
There would be no golfing, Josh.
Having another one would have been cool.
Right.
But we chose not to. And now we get to enjoy each other and grandbabies eventually.
Yeah, grandbabies eventually.
And I can be auntie to all these other babies that are around.
Yeah, and you could sleep through the night.
And still go do whatever the F you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can come and go as you please.
I
With a baby,
couldn't
you
do it
can't do
again.
that,
No.
Josh. Really think about it. You're not being smart.
Can you imagine? I cannot imagine having a kid at 42.
I know
there's...
people-
Yeah.
Y'all so stupid. Yeah.
I know there's people who... Yeah. Sorry about it.
Yeah, there is. There's
Yep.
people who have them later on in life, and they enjoy that. And
But they got to do all the stuff we didn't get to do when they were younger.
exactly. So I think you could go both ways.
Yes.
But
I just, after having them and they being that age, it's like, no, I don't want to start over again.
no. No. So I have a update on the kitty cat.
Oh, Zeek.
So I went to get my car the other day, and there was like paper towels on the ground, and I'm like, what is this? So I picked them up, I put them up. I'm like, I don't know what, maybe they fell off a shelf, maybe Corey was cleaning something, I don't know. Well, Corey says, I saw Sophia on the cameras sneaking out of the house with like not out of the house, but like out of the garage, because we have them in the garage, with like a Walmart bag of something. He goes, she was throwing it away. Like, what happened? Like, what was she doing? He's like, oh, I don't know. So then the next day, he's like, I figured it out. Zeke got in the garage.
Shit.
He shit in the garage, and Sophia ran it over. Oh, man. So she had to, like, clean up the garage floor. But the cat is shitting in my garage now.
Oh, hell no.
You like, it's cold. Keep your kitty cat inside.
For real. Or
so now I'm looking all the time.
You have to keep
sure
your garage door shut all the time.
Well, and we do in the wintertime, but it's like he waits and sneaks in there. And if he's shit in the garage, you know that he's peed somewhere. I'm like, God damn it. Like, it's not my animal.
No. Somebody else should be taking care of it. They do have, I think they do have stuff that you can, like, smell-wise deter them. Like, maybe you could put the line along the garage.
Yeah.
And so he wouldn't come in the garage. Stay outside. Don't come in the garage.
Go in your garage.
Yeah.
I know you got an owner. I'm giving him a ride home.
I would too.
I'm giving him a ride home.
Here's your cat.
He's got to go.
Here's your cat.
And he's the cutest thing.
You can't deny it when I'm at your door with him.
Yeah. Look at him. He's got his blue collar on. And he be shitting in my garage.
Which, oh yeah. Okay. I remember what one it is now.
The speed bump family.
Yeah.
Like, you got a lot of rules and you worried about a lot of shit, but
You letting your cat
shit in my garage.
go on ahead and be a hoodlum up in this hood.
Yeah. It's like he waits, though. And then when you come in,
I'm sure he does. They're smart.
He sneaks in there like, I'm cold, just let me warm up.
He's like, y'all haven't been too mean to me yet. Everybody else has.
Mom had to get an outside cat house. Maybe he'll stay in there.
He won't leave. You do that.
That's fine as long as he's staying outside. Don't come in my garage.
He's like, but there's mice in there.
No, there better not be.
Maybe there's some food in there for him.
There is a bag of goat treats. He's probably eating goat treats. Anyway.
Speaking of Josh, I got a couple of things for him. When you were talking about Josh, he comes in this morning, goes to the gym, comes in. It's like 7. And he looks at me and he gives me a look like, man. And I'm like, what happened? He goes, I busted my ass on the way into the gym this morning. I'm like, what happened?
Ouch. Like all the way down to the ground?
All the way down to the ground, but forward down to the ground.
Oh.
You know why?
Why?
He had a boot so bad. He was shuffling.
Oh.
And he said he hit that ice and he went all down. I said, you hurt yourself? He goes, no, I'm so glad that I didn't hurt myself. Hurt my ego, though.
I was going to say, that ego for sure is bruised. That, when you start taking falls.
He said it was so bad he got to the... He said he got to the gate and the guy couldn't read his card and he was like, come on, man. Come on.
Oh, because he had to go potty so bad? Huh? Did he not go before he left the house?
I think he did. I don't know. Maybe he didn't have to go.
Not
yet.
that it matters.
Yeah, you're like his sister.
I'm like, you didn't go before he left the house?
He'll go anywhere. But then also he got tasked, and I want to ask you guys, his uncle does a beer podcast with one of his friends. I know they rebranded it. I don't know what the new name of it was, but it used to be MT Cans, but I'll have to find out the new name. But he said, we're doing some research, and I want to know what people drink on the golf course. And do they drink different things in different states? Josh goes, man, we're going to a retirement community.
You could ask.
Well, we're going to ask. He wants him to ask. We're going to do that one, and there's one other club. He's like, can you ask them what they see the most in their trash cans?
Right.
But Josh goes, the average age is probably 70. They ain't drinking beer.
No,
they're drinking mixed
water.
Or mixed drinks.
Oh, yeah. Liquor for sure.
That's what my jam is. I don't really want a beer.
No.
It gets, especially in the summertime, and it gets hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Corey loves a Coors Light.
So does Josh.
And I'm like, isn't that a lot on your belly? But now he's getting into...
seltzers. Tequila seltzers.
Yeah. What kind?
Tequila seltzer.
No, what kind?
It's a tequila seltzer.
He's so silly. He's so stupid. I ain't got no shoes on right now.
So you'll have to tell us, what do you like?
Me?
You like the same things I do.
Yeah, I like a mixed drink, or I'll have a seltzer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beer just seems like it'd be really heavy.
Same. And gets hot. I feel like it gets hot so quick. I don't know.
Not if you drink it fast enough.
Okay, Dad.
I don't have no shoes on and I feel naked, but I put on tanner and I don't want...
lines.
Yeah.
Because you're going to walk around without your shoes on.
Well, I'm
kidding.
Listen,
I'm kidding. I know.
I'm dressing up on Friday.
I remember.
So I don't want weird feet.
I'm kidding.
I'm going to have to probably do my upper body again, though. So
in case it fades. Yeah. I got a tan tonight. What's y'all's favorite tanner? What one are you using?
I'm still using the Tanologist.
I ran out of mine, so I bought a different one.
Which one did you get?
Norvell makes a foam now.
Mm-hmm. I think I've used that, and I think it's good. Did you get the one that
the violet one?
Mm-hmm. I love the way that one looks.
So I was like, we'll see. You know, I just like to try different ones. Mm-hmm. But I feel like you do it so much that it doesn't go bad.
Yeah.
And so in the wintertime, I do it more often. Mm-hmm. But in the summertime, I rarely use it.
Yeah.
So then it goes like, I think my last one went bad because remember how I told you how I used to love the color of it, and that last 2 times I used it felt so orange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you've had it for too long, it will, but...
Change colors.
I would love to be able to not use any in the summer. It's just not in my cards.
I know. You gotta be careful. Really, she probably shouldn't be in my cards either, but you gotta be real careful with that family history.
Mm-hmm. Stupid. AI.
What?
AI. So, I think people are taking it too far.
They can't have a conversation. Listen, I don't mind it for marketing.
Yeah, but like I also want it to I like to use it for like when you have like writer's block,
Yeah.
right?
Get an idea.
Yeah, you get a email from somebody and you want to reply and be unprofessional and say, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And so you go, "Please help me formulate a response."
Because you're raging.
Mm-hmm. So it will help you like speak a little bit better and not be such a psycho.
Mm-hmm.
But I see some people right now posting on Facebook and I'm like, and they are all trying to pass it off on as their own, like on their personal pages.
I know. And there's telltale signs.
Yeah.
A lot of those dashes that are like
check them out.
3 spaces long, dash, 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 and they're all connected. It's like, no.
And if your Facebook post is longer than a paragraph, I ain't reading it.
Me either.
Nobody's.
Me either. I mean, I might.
You gotta hook me in the first like 4 sentences, or I'm out.
And really, honestly, if it's rarely that I'm reading it if it's much longer.
Mm-hmm. Like the whole copy and paste, if you agree thing, and it's like you scrolling like this.
Yeah, no.
You lost me.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm sure there are. I know there's a lot of people who read all those, but I don't have it in me.
Me either. There's like you said, there's telltale signs with that, like the hashtags. Mm-hmm. If they have capital letters all throughout for the first letter in each word, that means it was AI'd.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, and you said, for marketing, get it.
Well, and then there's just some words that you don't typically... I don't mind if you use different words, but there's a lot of... AI will use a lot of bigger words that people don't usually use in day-to-day vocabulary. And it's an instantly telltale.
And don't try to pass it off as it's something from the heart.
Oh, I know.
Like, what?
Hey, sometimes if I want something from the heart, I feel like my words... Sometimes I feel like I'm not the greatest with words.
And I feel like you're really good with words. I'm a solid sentence or 2 high fiver, and then I'm like, I don't know what else to say.
Sometimes I just feel like I'm not the best, and I'm like, help me make this sound better. But I'm at least writing what I want it to say. Like,
right.
Not just saying, write me a heartfelt letter about this. I'm like, this person does this and is great at that, and we've been friends for this long, and I love these things about her, and I want to say this. Can you help me make this sound better? I'll do that.
And maybe, and I get that, and I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. But it needs to sound like you actually know what you're talking, not repeat, because AI will repeat paragraphs with different words.
Yes.
And some people, I don't think they read it. My favorite is when you like go, and we've seen this in business, when you go and ask it to like write an email or write a business plan or write something like a meeting minutes or, something, and where it will put in parentheses, your name here or your business here. Yes. And somebody will copy and paste it and put that out there. It's like, bitch, you didn't even read it.
Just sent it. Like, use it as a tool. Absolutely. But don't use it as like your
don't you stop thinking. People are people are gonna stop if they keep using that.
Mm-hmm. We getting out of hand with it, y'all.
Getting out of hand, and that's just our two cunts about it. Two cunts in a car opinion.
Two cunts on a couch.
Yeah, two cunts on a couch opinion about it. You know what? Somebody might have another opinion, and you go on ahead and have it.
And that's okay. This is our podcast, and we can put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
I just, do you want me to remove this from my discussion?
No.
Okay, I was like, was it too rude?
No, not at all.
I just feel like people are getting out of hand.
No, I just
use it as a tool.
I like to say that you and I, and everybody can have an opinion. Yeah. And sometimes we had lots of them. Mm-hmm. But that's our opinion. Yeah. It's on our podcast. And we don't care if you disagree. We still think you may be cool. Maybe we're like, fuck you.
Yeah, maybe you're
but we'll let you have your own opinion because everybody gets one. Mm-hmm. Everybody got an asshole.
And most of them stink.
Mm-hmm. What is your ideal weekend? Like, think about it. If you had, like, I could line out my weekend like this, what would it be?
Do you know how many times I line out my weekend and then I just end up in a freeze state?
Okay. If somebody lined out the weekend for you, what would it be?
Because this girl is like this. I got all these ideas. I'm going to do all these things. And then I'm like, I don't know
where do I start? I do that sometimes.
See, and in the summertime, my ideal weekend is I'm up for like leaving the house or playing in the yard, right? So ideal weekend in the wintertime is, I don't know, I'm really sick of being at home, kind of. Uh-huh. I've been a napping fool on the weekends. I took a nap on Saturday. That was like an hour long.
Listen, you're catching up so that you can expend it in the summertime.
Yeah, I probably could have took one yesterday, but I did bike over 20 miles this weekend.
There you go.
So, and there's things that I need to do, like, now that the doors are off in my house, I can see inside of those closets, and I'm like, oh my God.
You need to organize some closets.
Yeah.
But
to do that.
Ideal weekend.
Sorry.
Get back on track.
Ideal weekend. Wake up without an alarm, because I think people who set alarms on the weekend are fucking psycho. Because I'm usually up early anyways. Mm-hmm. Coffee on the couch. Mm-hmm. Get ready. And then, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Do you want me to...
Do I have endless money?
Do you want me to give you ideas?
Yeah. What is your idea?
So I think my ideal weekend, this is where I was going with it.
Wake up when her alarm goes off.
This is where I was going with it. And sometimes I don't wake up when my alarm goes off. If, like, I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm still tired. Sunday, I woke up before my alarm went off and then was up for like 2 hours and my alarm went off. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm going to take a little nap for an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. So I did that till 8:30.
Good job.
But I think my ideal weekend would be, up early, coffee, just hanging out for a little while. But then, like, on Saturday, having something to do. I don't care what it is. Getting out of the house for a little while, whether it's a friend date night, golfing, something, getting out of the house. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times on Sundays, I don't want to do nothing. I want self-care Sunday. Mm-hmm. I want to wake up, have a slow Sunday, no makeup, wash my dumbass hair, because that's a chore for us girls. It really is.
Yeah. Well, and we used to wash our hair every day.
I can't imagine doing that anymore.
No. I mean, I'm like every other day or usually.
That's where I was going with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes on Sundays, like in the summer times, it's nice to just also be outside, dicking around in your garden. And
just not something like, I don't know. I guess my weekends are, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But like next weekend, I think we have something Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, that ends up that way too. Just ideal weekends.
Oh, yeah.
For me would be to do something on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. But Sunday downtime.
Downtime. Or if we're doing something on Sunday and I don't want to do much on Saturday. Is that weird?
No, I think with as much as we typically do, during the week.
Recharge that battery.
Yeah, for sure. I told Corey, I was like, I don't know why I'm so tired this weekend.
I know.
I could have napped the entire weekend.
I get in trouble when I say that.
I know.
I gotta be careful.
I thought it was funny with last night when he texted me. And
I was gonna bring that up.
he said,
because we went and did something, so Des hadn't reached out.
yeah, I left her alone all day, okay?
And then we were texting and giggling back and forth.
Uh-huh. And when we get to going, sometimes it's for a solid hour.
or two.
And I get a text from Josh, isn't it past your bedtime? I was like, hey, I left her alone all day so she could spend the day with family. You could at least say thank you.
He wasn't going to reply. I'm like, she won't think you're being serious if you don't reply to her.
No, I don't give a shit if he is. He's not in charge. You can tell me to stop texting her and I'm not going to listen.
He told me, he goes, isn't it past her bedtime yet? And
he had you all day.
I laughed so hard. He goes, I'm going to text her. I'm like, dude, she'll think it's funny.
Yeah, absolutely. I left you alone all day. Suck it.
Suck it, Trebek.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Where did that even come from?
I don't even know, but I remember people. Was what?
Oh no, my other thing to talk about was what?
Was it on a movie?
I think it might have been.
My shoulder hurts right now.
Does it? Mm-hmm. This hurts.
From swanging. Oh, lifting.
Lifting.
Mine's, I think, from cycling. I think I might have.
From going up and down?
A lot. It's a little sore.
Up and in, up and
down. Up and
We're just old.
Mm-hmm. You got a hinge in it.
Got a hitch in your giddy up.
Yep.
But would that wouldn't be your giddy up?
No. What is it?
I don't know. I'll come up with something.
Yeah, my hitch in my... Anyway.
I know.
Moving along.
Lift me up? Just kidding.
Yeah, a hitch in my lift me up.
Isaac texted me. And I think you were there, but with him being on the student body there, as a senator, he's supposed to do things that the people want to do, the kids. Mm-hmm. So somebody had said, I think we should, as a school, acknowledge Trump, Vance winning. Mm-hmm. And Isaac said, I'll support that. I'll take it to the Senate. Mm-hmm. So they all talked about it. They all voted on it, and it passed. But then it came out in the school paper, and it said they vote, and it had his name in it, and it was that he wanted to praise Trump, Vance, and Isaac was very annoyed. And he got his first glimpse at what the media can do. Mm-hmm. He's like, we never said praise. We said acknowledge. There was never the word praise in there. Mm-hmm. And he goes, and I think as a school, you should acknowledge who the president of the country is. Right. And I'm like, I get it. He just was annoyed that I'm like, yep, there you go. People take your words, or not even your words, and twist it and add a word to it, and it sounds completely different. So gotta watch what you're doing.
Well, and everybody's take on stuff is different too. Mm-hmm. Like maybe they thought it was praising because they were acknowledging it. Mm-hmm. But in Isaac's eyes, it's like, I'm not praising, I'm just acknowledging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. He also texts me and he's like, Mom, are you in the parents group? And I'm like, yeah, why? He goes, I got a rumor. Somebody sent me a rumor that they're in there talking about me, about this in the parents group. I'm like, one sec.
Like on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like our fucking rants and raves.
Yeah, rant about my kid, I dare you.
I know. I know.
Dare you.
So I ran to look, and I'm like, I don't think that they would allow rude comments either about any child. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not kids, they're adults, but in the parent group, they're very let's not badmouth anybody. Let's be very respectful. So I went and looked, and I didn't see anything. And I'm like, it's definitely a rumor. Unless it's a group I'm not in.
Mm-hmm. So what's the parent group for?
The one that I'm in is just so, I mean, there's like 20,000 people in it. It's just to help. So like they post things like when there's holidays, like, hey, you can order your kid Valentine or like cupcakes and they can go pick them up. Or, hey, the housing is opened. Make sure that your kid is getting in and getting their housing done. Hey, Parents Weekend is coming up.
Okay.
Hey, just those kind of things.
I was just curious, like, what kind of parent group it was.
More,
because they're like adults.
Yeah, more like knowledge of like what's going on.
Okay.
There's like a big housing shortage that they're thinking that they're going to have next year. So a lot of parents are talking about that, trying to figure out. And then people will list like rooms or houses for rent, or they'll say, hey, I'm going up from Boise this weekend. If you need anything taken to your kid, let me know. I'll grab it and take it up. Yeah. So.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious what kind of parent group this is.
And then some will say, like, these roads are bad, go this way. Mm-hmm. It's a good one. Yeah.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Yeah. I know.
Are you ready for bingo and besties?
I am. I'm excited. I think there's a few things we need to nail down still, but I am so excited.
Mm-hmm. Me too. We're getting a Facebook page up and going because we currently only have an Instagram page. So we're working on a Facebook page so that we have that reach as well. I think that'll be a good reach for women our age.
Or older, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like that page, share it, please.
Yep. We got to finish setting it up and then start sharing it.
Mm-hmm. You'll see it. We're going to add all of our friends.
Karen.
And you might see some content that you've already seen on Instagram, but that's okay.
Just like it and move on.
Yeah.
So,
well,
that's all.
That's all.
Hope you liked it.
Hope you liked it. See ya in 10 days. Jeez, that's a long time.
10 days? Oh, yeah.
We won't be chit-chatting. We're going to have a lot of content.
A lot of content.
Okay. Well, like us, follow us, get excited about bingo.
April 3rd, Blue Pit Brewing, Mountain Home.
We got a couple things on comments. Let us know. Do you sleep with your door open or closed?
Mm-hmm.
What do you drink on the golf course? And do you have any reoccurring dreams? Let us know those in the comments. Okay. Love you guys. See you later, homegirls.